Hey, Patrick and Nicole, I'm so super fired up. Nicole, thanks for inspiring me to do this training video. Doing it totally off the cuff, I've got my notes here. But hopefully after this video, you'll have a really good understanding of WeWork and really what it's all about. Where I wanted to start with were the values. The values are number one. As a matter of fact, that is kind of the ante. You have to have the right values. We don't accept just anybody into this process, right? So it's got to be, and it's really consistent with our life transform values. Harmonious, for others, no judging, don't assume, don't take anything personal, your word is impeccable, and do your best. All those things, if you're familiar, come from the four agreements. The harmonious and for others, no judgment comes from Think and Grow Rich. And then of course we've got Galatians 5:22, the fruit of the Spirit. So, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. Those are the things, those are the standards, those are the rocks that we're built upon. So this team that we're building, that's what I look at, that's what Brenda looks at, that's what you look at to see if, yep, we're grounded, we're on the same page here. So those are the values that are going to guide us, okay? The mission, really for this group, is to be able to live out your dream, right? Get to the point where you're working with other people who are for you, displaying all those values, and you've got a big dream, and we all help each other get there. That is really the basic premise for WeWork. So that first sheet that you have, this one here, the 10, that's what I just talked about were the values. Now, as far as you are concerned, DISC, that's the evaluation, that's the assessment that we can give you. That's part of this process. So each individual would take the DISC assessment. And what the DISC does, it really does a great job of understanding, right? Of giving you an understanding of how you communicate with others, how others communicate with you. It's helped Brenda and I out tremendously in several of our clients. Probably 10, 12, 14, 15 of our clients already with the DISC. And the DISC will help to uncover your superpowers. So in that second section, under the 10 and values, you have DISC superpower. So what that is we're going to uncover through that process your God-given gifts. And of course, you know some of those already, but this is just a verification of that, right? And part of this team, what you want to do is you want to use those God-given gifts. We want to create an environment where for the majority of the time you spend, within the WeWork group, right? You're using your God-given gifts. Things that aren't your God-given gifts, we want to offload them to somebody else. We want to delegate them, whatever it may be. Okay, so that's the spirit. Now again, this is evolving as we go, but that's the starting point. Training events. There are training events that we're going to be doing. We've got monthly training events. I've got online events, online training that you can do. Part of this is, one-on-one coaching. There's all kinds of stuff. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. And masterminds, that's a big part of this process. So if you're not familiar with masterminds, basically it's the Think and Grow Rich book. And the premise of masterminds is this. And if you get a group of people together, and I'll tell you a little bit about Napoleon Hill, the guy that wrote the book, right? He was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie. He said, I've got a job to do should you want to undertake it, right? But it's going to take you 20 to 25 years to do it. And Napoleon Hill said, I'll do it. Crazy, right? But what he did was he went and he interviewed 500 of the most successful people. And he also interviewed about 2,500 people who were not successful. So his goal was to figure out, in this case, the 13 secrets to success, to riches, as he put it. Now, riches doesn't have to be just money. It can be family. It can be life actualization. It's anything, right, that allows you to live your true purpose, your true being. So that's where mastermind comes from. So when we do a mastermind, what we do is once a month we'll get together and everybody will bring into that group. Let's say we've got that group of 10, and let's say Brenda's on we call it the hot seat. It's kind of fun. And she will list her 2 biggest obstacles. And it could be personal, it could be exercise related, it could be business related, it could be anything, kids, whatever they are. And each of us in this room speak into those obstacles. There's no conversation back and forth, right? It's just it's just one person speaking into the other. So Brenda, you can imagine, she's going to leave with a ton of notes. She'll have a whole tablet full of notes, which is awesome. But the big power in mastermind is when I'm speaking into Brenda and when you're speaking into Brenda, you're going to learn so much about yourself just by what you're speaking. It's like, whoa, okay, right? And there's observational learning that goes on for everybody else in the group. Oh my gosh, it's so powerful. So that is basically the mastermind, because when you get, in this case, 10 minds together that are harmonious, that aren't judging, are for each other, it creates that third mind or the mastermind. Right? Similar to, even in the Bible, 2 or more together, that whole thing, it all flows. It's a wonderful, wonderful process. I love it. And then the next thing I had down there was product of the product. So, like we've got, Mariah's in the group. She does lashes. So if anybody wants to get lashes done, right, go through Mariah. That's a product of the product, right? The LifeVantage products that we have that have transformed my life physically, off of prescription meds that my cardiologist said I'd never be off of, back to my high school weight, never felt better, more energetic. Even have the beauty products, so I've been putting them on my face, never did that my whole life. So it's great. I could go on forever, but that isn't what we're here for. Anyway, be a product of the product. So the 10 of us are all supporting each other in that process. Okay, so that covers kind of the top half of this first sheet. And we're going to come back to the bottom half, the benefits and costs. So this sheet that you guys have, which says org chart, right? It's got life transformed at the top. That is just kind of a diagram of the bigger company life transformed. So I just want to take you guys through how WeWork fits into that. So as you can see on this chart, right? And I don't know how well this is going to come out, but anyway, there are 5 major purpose areas in our lives. And you guys have this, so you can follow along. There's spiritual, physical body, personal growth, love relationship, and gifts, time and financial. Those are the 5 areas. You notice to the right of the Life Transform box, there's something called the Wheel of Life. I think we talked about that. That's an assessment we can do where it's gonna show you, you're gonna actually create this, right? Because in those major purpose areas of your life, where are you kind of not where you want to be? Like me, 5 years ago, spiritual, boom, it was right on the hub of the wheel. So my wheel would go, ba-donk, ba-donk, it wouldn't go anywhere, right? So then, if you look here, right, I've got people's names listed under each of those areas. And this is how our website is going to look. But conceptually, what that means is, okay, we'll have leaders in each of those areas. And then underneath, you see the tools. And those are just some of the tools. I need to update this because there's more in there now. But those are all the tools. So let's say your wheel was like mine in the spiritual area. So there's Jacob Peterson, right? And Nicole, Patrick, it could be you guys, because you guys, doing ministries and things that you guys like to do. Your names would be in there. A little bio, a little video, maybe some of your music. It can be so much fun. But then there'll be drop downs where those tools are. So we're working with somebody and they do their wheel of life. We say, okay, let's take you over to the tools and let's see what's going to work for you. There'll be all kinds of options for people to choose, right? And we can guide them along that journey, right? So where WeWork fits in is over on the far right under the gifts, time, and financial. So if somebody says, okay, yeah, I think we need to engage a little bit more. Our financial life is not quite where we want it to be. Hey, we've got the kids home. There's Lucy and there's Allie. So anyway, our financial life isn't quite where you want to be. So we'd get you into, in this case, WeWork, one of the options. There's Think and Grow Rich Masterminds, which you can go through. There's one-on-one coaching. So WeWork comes under the business opportunities there. And there'll be other business opportunities, I'm sure, down the road. I've got one of my prospective WeWork people that has another business opportunity. So, think into the future, right? There could be several different opportunities here. All right, so now, if you drew a line under gifts and financial and did a little offshoot of that blue box, then that would lead you to WeWork. And there, what I want to do, let's see, is take you to this chart here, the real busy flow chart. So you guys, I'm going to give you a link to a funnel that tells my story, the story about how I found LifeVantage in general. It's a God story, but I'm not going to, it'd be too much to take you through all that today. So I'll send you a link to that so you can access that and look at that, all right? But what I wanted to share about that was LifeVantage, that particular company, it is the engine, right, for WeWork. In other words, when I chose LifeVantage to be the engine for us, there are 1,400 companies like that out there in the world. This one, from a business standpoint, publicly traded, so everything has got to be reported through the government. Credibility there. John Maxwell, who of course is our big mentor, he mentored this company. This company was one of the 4 that he chose out of the 1,400 that he would personally mentor. John actually wrote a book about network marketing. It's the only book he's ever written to support a specific industry. And just a little bit of my story, I knew nothing about that industry until about 4 years ago when these products transformed my life. But what I've come to learn is pretty bad reputation. It's kind of perplexing, the reputation it has, and I think it's a lot of times because people have gotten burned in that industry, and it truly is, from the research that I've done, it really does depend on the people that you're working with. So the premise of our WeWork marketing. So to give you the perspective is this. You could plug in any network marketing company as part of this model, and it's going to go, right? It just so happens this one is the one that I have total confidence and belief in. I know the leaders. It's God-based. There's so many good things going on with it. But that isn't the thing. We're not selling those products. That isn't what we're doing. We are getting each individual person, couple in your case, right, to freedom, to get your residual income stream, right, passive income stream, that you can generate money to go for your dream, right, and it's legacy kind of money, meaning it's going to go on forever to your kids, it'll get passed on, and I'm just so super excited to partner up with a company like that that's backed in science, and I can go, there's all kinds of details. I've got a whole sheet here that kind of talks to the credibility of this company compared to the others out there, and the trends are all good, and just let me say that we are poised for momentum in that company. So if we look at WeWork in particular, I have my vision on top. So just imagine your vision would be on top. The things that you guys articulated to me, Patrick and Nicole, that future vision that you guys really get excited about. So mine is, again, to create the transformation centers around the world, right? So that's the thing. And I can even see your vision fitting into my vision. That's what excites me. So many things excite me. I'm going to try not to be too wordy here, but anyway, so our mission is for WeWork. So now you're part of WeWork. Our mission is to get people from isolation to community. That is what we sell. Isolation to community. Okay? So crystal clear on that. That is what we sell. Because we believe that the problem that everybody has that they don't realize they have is that they're in isolation, right? And God didn't design us for isolation, He designed us for community. So that's what we are doing. We're getting people out of isolation. In your case, use my case, right? Even now, I'm trying to get better with Brenda because her and I have been so used to our whole lives kind of being on our own, having to do things on our own. Now we're learning how to be two into one. We're learning how, through our mastermind group, our existing mastermind group, to be a community and to all support each other. But it's counterintuitive for us, especially in our culture. We're just like, no, we've got to do it. You guys may be, as a couple, thinking, our family, we have to do it, right? But no, we're going to get people from isolation in a community. And once you're into community, then next step is freedom. Right? And freedom isn't having a bunch of money, right? That isn't what freedom's about. You ask any entrepreneur, and freedom is about time. Being able to have the time freedom to invest your time, which is the most precious commodity we have, where we're really going to do the most good. So money is just a vehicle to get that done. Or as our friend Christian says, it's just a channel. Right? Just the way our world is structured. But that isn't what we're all about. We are about significance and getting to that ultimate dream. So if you look at the flow chart, you can see, let's see, if you go into the values, we list the values again. You see WEwork marketing. And then to the right, if you follow that to the right, you'll see 10 people, which is the team, the crew. Right? That's the initial 10 that I'm going to give and invest in with all my heart and soul. All right, so those first 10, those are the number of people, and you guys are counted as one. I think we talked about that. You're not two, you're one. So you're counted as one. But you know, that's who I'm going to invest in, right? I'm going to coach you, I'm going to mentor you, and it's a lifetime thing. This isn't something that just goes away. It's a lifetime thing. And then the next step over is attract. So you guys are going to put your vision, much like I have here, at the top of this chart. And that'll be your vision. And you're going to start talking about your vision to people. When you talk and share your vision passionately, you start attracting others. So you'll attract people naturally just by sharing your vision. The link that I'm going to show you with the funnel, it's got my story, my genuine, authentic story. I can clone that funnel, and all you do is fill in the information for you. So you'll have your own funnel that people can go and click on and say, oh, this is the Peringer story right here, right? You'll have it there. So through that, you're going to actually be able to attract others. And then grow others, all right? And I have here April 1st through 30th. So, you know, it's really a 30-day period whenever that starts, which I think we're going to be poised to go here late April, early May for the next round of that. But I really believe there is a, you know, and I have in there belief. You have to believe in a product. So once you join, right, once you enroll, within 3 to 5 days you'll have the product. All the different products that are part of this thing. You'll get to try them, experience them for 30 days, and that's all you need to do is just experience the products. You're going to see what really works for you, what resonates with you, what you're like, hey man, this is awesome, whatever it may be. And then, you know, I'm going to gauge, we'll sit down and we'll do this one-on-one. We'll figure out, you know, hey, where are you guys at with as far as the industry? Do you have any limiting beliefs around that whole industry? Have you been burned before in that industry and, you know, that whole thing? So we'll work on those beliefs because really that is, our thoughts are the only thing that controls all of our actions. And we have a lot of limiting beliefs. Like I've talked about, I had limiting beliefs around money. A lot of times growing up, I didn't really value it. I was able to make it, but I didn't value it because the people that I saw that had a lot of money were jerks, right? They were dishonest, and I can go on and on. But those were limiting beliefs around money that led me to self-sabotage in a lot of cases, right? So we want to get rid of any limiting beliefs that you have. And then, but the biggest belief that we need to focus on is yourself, is you. You have to believe in you. I believe in you, and I guarantee you right now, I believe in you more than you believe in yourselves. That's one of my superpowers, is I believe in people. And I will pour my heart and soul into you to see that belief manifested. All right? That's what I'm all about. So there'll be individual coaching, mentoring. There's a Today Matters mastermind, all online that you guys can take it at home, go through it together. It's amazing. It's John Maxwell, Today Matters. Unbelievable. Totally transform the way you live your life in a good way. And then there's Power 5. That is his, the book that he wrote just for this particular industry, right? So you get to see his passion for what this is all about. And then the hot seat and family events. This is a family, this is family oriented, right? No one will get in here without, in your case, right, both members of the family being on board. You know, one of the little, you know, I was divorced, and believe me, this isn't the only reason, but one of the reasons was because I would get sent to these awesome retreats and I'd learn all this stuff. I'd come home. My wife at the time, I'm excited. You guys know me. I get excited, and she'd look at me like, what? Because she hadn't experienced it. So part of the thing that we want to do with this community here is to include family and kids and do those kinds of events. So we are truly a family. This isn't like one person going off on their own and blazing a trail and couples moving apart. Can't have that. So that kind of explains your role and how that's going to go the first 30 days. And there's much more detail. I've got a day one, you know, here's what you do. And again, it is all at your own pace too. So it isn't like this is, you know, something that I'm going to be a Gestapo. No, you go at your own pace, and we'll sit down and we'll figure that out together. Commitments for you: travel 3 times a year, which is kind of optional now with the coronavirus. Who knows how that's going to look? But those are events, and I'm sure a lot of those events will be online too going forward. Doing the mastermind hot seat, and then determine your capacity. You could say, hey, I want to get into and lead a team of people, or not. I can help you through that. If you do, you may say, I want to lead, you know, I said 10. You may say, I want to lead 3. I want to lead 2. I want to lead 5. Right? But we'll plot a course for that. And then we duplicate that capacity. This thing just keeps going. This is where it may get a little bit confusing, but let me try to clear it up for you. So what you will do is you'll create content. That's the last little box down here on the left-hand side in kind of a pink color. So you'll create content, and that's, you know, whatever your superpower is, you want to create that kind of content. You want to be a product of the product. You want to live the values. Like you guys can create music. That could be part of your content. And we can incorporate music into everything that everybody's doing, right? So awesome. I mean, I am just super excited about that. But create content. You know, I've invested thousands of dollars in the software to create workshops and funnels. I mean, there's no limit really to what you can do. And I'm investing right now a lot of money in like the whole podcast thing you guys know about, and Instagram knowledge and Facebook knowledge, all of those sorts of things. So all you need here, the little yellow box to the right of duplicate capacity, is your big vision and desire. All right, so we'll have a team. You see this other yellow box that says team, marketing, detail, dollars, and film. Okay, so what that is part of this team, we're going to have support people that support us. So we can just use our superpowers, and we'll have a team of people that are going to be doing our schedules for us, that are going to be doing the marketing for us eventually, keeping the books, right? And then filming, any filming, you know, right now I'm self-filming, and we may just keep doing that. That's a genuine way to do it. But anyway, my point is, you know, we want to create that culture where you can just come in. If you can just devote an hour and a half of a week to this, you want to just be jamming in your superpower for that hour and a half. We want to get all the other noise out of the way. And the engine that's going to grow this, you see 2 events per month, that octagon there in the yellow. So first one is kind of a purpose and vision workshop. So what you need to know about this, right, I'll be attracting, you can be sending people to this. And there's all kinds of, we've got the process for how we get people to these workshops. But we're going to be seeking, actually what we're doing is we're attracting those people that are like us, that know that God put us here for a bigger purpose, right? But we just don't quite know how to get there. So this workshop will be around creating your vision and your purpose, right? And also it will be setting the stage and leading into the WEwork marketing workshop, which is the second workshop here in the blue. Okay? So literally in the future, and I'll do 50 people at a time in this first workshop that's called Life Transformed. Let's say 10 of those people end up saying, hey, yeah, I want to go further. I want to look at this WEwork thing, right? Because I want time freedom, right? I've got my big dream. I'm stuck where I am, right? So I want to do that. So they're going to feed right into this WEwork marketing workshop. And that'll be the workshop. Oh, I'm getting low battery. Hopefully this doesn't impact it. But anyway, that'll be the workshop where those people will feed right into our model. So here's where it gets really exciting. You guys have the benefit sheet here. Shows all the benefits that you're going to get. I'm not going to go through those because my battery is getting low. But any questions, just write those down and I can address all of those benefits, right? But they're pretty self-explanatory. If you do have network marketing experience in the past, I created this chart here, and I'll send you this over too. But basically it says it's a from to chart. So in network marketing, from network marketing to WEwork marketing. In network marketing, you have to talk to 100 people to get to one. That's what I learned when I got involved in network marketing, right? In WEwork marketing, we just attract one. We don't spend any time trying to talk to 100 people to get one. It's the other way. We are just attracting that one, right? So we're not going out trying to sell anybody. We're building a team, network marketing. In WEwork marketing, we're sharing a vision. You're sharing your vision, right? In network marketing, a lot is dependent on your upline. In WEwork marketing, it's our team. We're all depending on each other. I'm going to lead it, but we're depending on each other. In network marketing, you're selling product. WEwork, we're selling getting from isolation to community, because this is going to be the best community environment for self-growth, personal growth, and community. Network marketing is product focused. We are vision focused. That's where our mindset is on that big vision. Network marketing is you. You have to do it. Here it's we in WEwork marketing. Network marketing, believe in a product. WEwork marketing, believe in you. That's what it's all about. You guys trust me on the product. I know I can say that. Those of you who are upholders, you'll be able to do it. I know, Nicole, you got questions, right? That's why you get the 30 days to just experience the products. Guarantee you, you're gonna love them. Network marketing is isolation because you are kind of in it on your own. But here, of course, we've got community in WEwork marketing. Network marketing is solo personal growth. WEwork marketing is intentional personal growth. All right, it's going to be a group effort. We're going to make sure that you're growing versus. Like me, if I say I'm going to grow and then I don't live up to my commitment to myself, I can just blow it off. Nobody knows. All right, network marketing is self-development, team development, and WEwork. Network marketing, the product is the thing. Here, you are the thing, right? And then network marketing, the best company product-based, is product-based, and here the best company is values and compensation plan based. So LifeVantage does have the best compensation plan in the industry. And again, why that's important is this is the #1 way that millionaires are made in the U.S. for people for people like you and I, right? For the investment of, in this case, it's on sale now for $1,200 instead of $1,350. But really, for under $1,500, you can have your own business off and running, and all the support that I'm going to give you. So, right about 30 minutes. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to go through that. Write down questions, get me those questions, and I'll address them. I'm so super excited. It's just been a blast working with you guys. Brenda and I are super excited to be significant in your lives, because that is truly what our end goal is. All right. Love you guys.